Hello and a very warm welcome to Moneycontrol. I'm Shweta Puch. Well, the world is talking about China's support to Pakistan during the clashes between India and Pakistan. There are reports that China provided Pakistan with air defense and satellite support during its clash with India this month. This is according to a research group under the Ministry of Defense in India that has also suggested that Beijing was more directly involved in the conflict than was previously disclosed. China, according to reports, helped Pakistan reorganize its radar and air defense systems to more effectively detect India's deployment of troops and weaponry. Pakistan has also said that it used Chinese-supplied weapons, and there are reports that China's involvement went even further, offering logistical and intelligence support to Islamabad. But here's the irony of it all. This whole display of bonhomie between the two countries on one hand, and then there are China's policies on how it treats Muslims in their own country. Of course, 96% of Pakistanis are Muslims. On February 1st, a sweeping new regulation came into effect in China, which, among other things, requires all new places of worship to reflect Chinese characteristics and style. The explicitly stated aim of this multi-year campaign is to control religion in Xinjiang, which is home to mainly Muslim ethnic groups such as Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Kyrgyz and Hui. As part of this new set of regulations on religious affairs, all new mosques, churches and other religious buildings must reflect Chinese design elements, and any renovations to any layout will require approval from Xinjiang's regional authorities. Xinjiang is a region in China where a lot of Muslims and minority communities reside. Additional measures include controls on large-scale religious gatherings, which will also require approval from the local government at least 1 month in advance, and that any religious content posted online must be screened by the regional government. This is religious freedom in China that we are talking about. The rules also say for the first time that interpretations of religious doctrine, this is interpretations of religious doctrine, must meet the requirements of contemporary China's development and China's outstanding traditional culture. A move that experts warn could further cement an ongoing crackdown against the minority rights in the region. According to the regulations set out for Muslims, religion should not interfere in clothing, weddings, funeral, and other ethnic customs. Religious activity sites that are newly built or renovated, expanded or rebuilt, like I said, should reflect Chinese characteristics and style in terms of architecture, sculptures, paintings and decoration. So if you go to a mosque in China, the mosque will have to comply and is likely to have paintings and decorations, and its architecture would have to comply with the Chinese culture. A 2020 report from the Australian Strategic Policy Institute documenting the destruction and renovation of mosques in Xinjiang found that 2/3 of the mosques were changed, mostly since 2017. A 2023 report by the watchdog group Human Rights Watch used public documents, satellite images, and witness testimony to show that the Chinese government had expanded its campaign of closing and altering mosques to regions other than Xinjiang as part of an official policy. China has an official policy known as consolidation. Beyond the rules on mosques, the law looks to expand the authority of the Islamic Association of China the official government supervisory organ for Islam. The state body will now be the only organization that can organize activities related to the Hajj, the Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca, and only mosques and individuals that are members of the association will be allowed to participate. The law also calls on religious leaders to transmit a patriotic spirit to followers and stipulates that religious schools should instill Chinese characteristics such as praising socialism and using Mandarin Chinese in their teachings. So while Pakistan might consider China as its best friend country, China's policies towards Muslims, who make 96.3% of the population, is very clear. The message to the Muslims in the country is that either you be like us or you have no rights. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with more.
News18.com marches way ahead of the Times of India with 38% more users on native and social platforms. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the Times.